And I got such a good response from my friends on Facebook and from other people about Talk About Toys. This is Talk About Toys 2. And this is Tink. Tink. Talk About Toys is kind of my nostalgia throwback to some of the toys that I had when I was a child. Some of them were really cool and some of them were really awful. And I'm going to talk about those and just see where that leads. See how many memories it brings up for you and for you youngins out there that are too young to remember some of these. Go back and look them up on the internets. It may surprise you how cool we were when we were kids. The first one I'd like to discuss today is strawberry shortcakes. Now, strawberry shortcakes have come back. They have come back in full force, and they're pretty cool, but they're not as cool as they were when I had it. When I had strawberry shortcakes, I had every one of them. I had strawberry shortcake, lemon meringue, angel food cake, all of them. I had all of them when I was a kid. Now, something went kind of wrong with my lemon meringue, and the whole gist of it was everything smelled like the fruit they represented. So strawberry shortcake smelled like strawberries, lemon meringue smelled like lemons, and so on and so forth. And, you know that now. If you go to Walmart, they're in Walmart everywhere. And, or they used to be. I don't know. I don't go in the toy section anymore. That's kind of sad. But anyway, so something went horribly wrong with my lemon meringue. And the gist of it was the dolls, the bigger dolls, you would squeeze their bellies and their breath would come out, and it would smell like the fruit that they were associated with. So my lemon meringue smelled like lemons about the first month after I had her, and then something went really bad. And I don't know if something got into her mouth. I don't know if maybe I was trying to feed her a bottle or something, and something went wrong. But for the rest of her duration, and probably if she's floating around out there, she still has the smell, but it smelled like really bad halitosis. The rest of my dolls smelled fine. Lemon meringue smelled really, really bad. That was one of the coolest toys, and that was one of the toys that I collected when I was a kid. Another toy, set of toys that I collected when I was a kid was Care Bears. Now, Care Bears, they all had specific names for what was on their belly. There was Caring Bear, and there was a Happy Birthday Bear. There were all kinds of bears. Those are still around, and as a kid, I would never use the actual name that was associated with the bear. I would always make up names for whatever was on their stomach. So there was one, and I think it was the Sunshine Bear, and its name was Sunny. The Happy Birthday Bear that I got was birthday. I had a birthday cake or a birthday hat, confetti or something on it. It wasn't birthday. I think it was Party Bear that I called it. But I had different names for the different Care Bears that were completely oblivious to what the actual name was supposed to be. And I was just that kind of kid. That's just how I rolled. I had just about all the Care Bears. I think there was a few that I was missing, but I had just about all the Care Bears. Another thing that I had when I was a kid, and I don't see as much of a resurgence now as when we were kids. When we were kids at school, they used to give Scratch and Sniff Snickers as a reward. You'd do some crazy things for a Scratch and Sniff Snicker when you was in school. You'd be quiet. You'd do well. To get a root beer Scratch and Sniff sticker, you'd try to do the best on your test. I mean, it was that crazy. And I remember myself and my friend Daniel and a few others, we had albums that we would trade Scratch and Sniff. That is so hard to say. Scratch and Sniff stickers. And we would sit out on the playground, and we'd have the books, and we'd open them up, and there was root beer, there was skunk, there was cola, there was all the fruits, there was cotton candy. I remember one time at school I got so mad because my teacher gave me a tire Scratch and Sniff sticker. Now, just try to imagine this. You're a kid, you just got a B on something, and your teacher gives you a tire Scratch and Sniff sticker. And when you scratch it and smelled it, it smelled like rubber, like tire burning. And I got so mad. I was so upset. I wanted something that smelled good, And I don't know if it was just, you know, she wasn't thinking or it wasn't registering that this may not be a good thing to give like a third grader. But I love those things. I really wish they would come back, you know, to where everybody kind of collected the stickers and traded them and stuff. It was so cool when I was a kid. We had so much fun doing it. It was really great. There, of course, everybody had Barbies, and they had G.I. Joes, Star Wars figures. I had so many Star Wars figures, it was ridiculous. And I wish I still had them, because some of those things are expensive collector's items now, and I wish I still had on mine. I really do. If anything, I'd pass it down to my kids, because you can imagine 20 years from now how much those things are going to be worth. But I don't know. I don't know. They may not. Well, no, they'll still be worth a lot. They'll probably be, you know, enough to put a down payment on a house 20 years from now. But I love Star Wars. There was the one figure, and he was in the movie, and I can't ever remember his name, but he's the one that had it looked like a booty on his face. And when I was a kid, his name was Buttface. It was always Buttface. It never changed. It never faltered. Even when I found out his real name, it was always Buttface. I had Buttface for a long time. I had Luke and Leia and Hans. I had a Jabba the Hutt, Boba Fett. I had several stormtroopers. I had, of course, I had 2 or 3 Darth Vaders in different, you know, phases of pose. And it was just a really neat thing. It was just awesome. I just love those so much. I dressed up like, I tried to dress up like Princess Leia. I tried to be her and look like her. And actually, I had a really good costume, but it was about, I don't know, 20 years later, and I actually was old enough to put together my own Princess Leia costume. My husband dressed up like Obi-Wan. We looked really good. It was really awesome. Which, if I can find pictures on my computer to put in with this, I will. But you may just have to let your imagination run free. There's toys everywhere. And when you see them, or you see the old commercials, like a Slinky, I used to have a ventriloquist doll. I used to have, and I still have one in there. Hold on just a second, and I'll show it. So, I don't know. In the 80s, there was a little movie that came out called Beetlejuice. And it was, if you've not seen it, you need to see it. It's basically, say the guy's name 3 times, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. He comes out. He is an apparition. He lives in the nether, and these people die, and they're not gone yet. They're still on Earth in their house, and they can't leave. You just have to go see it. If you've not seen it, you're behind the times, but you need to go see it. Beetlejuice. And so I still have a toy. Now, this was made in 1989 as a Kenner toy. I don't know if you can see it. It's really, really dusty. But it's Beetlejuice. It's a shish kebab Beetlejuice. And he has scary skewers. And the back, it's got all the different characters. It's got the Spinhead Beetlejuice you could buy. Adam Maitland that you could buy. It's got the Showtime Beetlejuice with the Rattlers, Harry the Haunted Hunter. Shish Kebab is what this one is. There was a talking Beetlejuice that you could buy. There was Vanishing Vault with a micro Beetlejuice. So he would like vanish, and then the vault would open and he would appear. Now this is still in the package. And I don't know why it's never been taken out or played with or anything of that nature. But it's really cool. And there was really cool toys like this when I was a kid. And it was like, back then, this kind of stuff was kind of shocking. Now, with Walking Dead and all these shows. I mean, there's 4-year-olds getting a zombie doll at Walmart from The Walking Dead, and they just think it's cute or fun or neat or whatever. But this back, you know, in the 80s, this was kind of like shocking stuff. But it was really cool. It was just cool to go back and look at it. And he's got little holes where you can put the skewers through them, like a magician stabbing them. That was pretty cool. So, just toys like that when we were kids. I miss them. If there's any toys that you miss or you'd like me to talk about or give my opinions about, like and comment and tell me what toys you remember as a kid or what toys you like now, what you enjoy playing with now, what you think your best toys are. And this is just kind of, start some memories flowing and get people talking and get some nostalgia back and bring up some good things about childhood and good memories and things. I really don't have the only other thing I have to say is you can be an adult and still play with toys. It's fun. I still enjoy Lincoln Logs if I see them, or Legos, or just coloring in a coloring book. That was awesome coloring. And I still do that sometimes, color things or draw things and then color them, or on the computer or the tablet, just color stuff. It's really cool and it's really fun, and there's no reason that you should ever put toys down because toys are always cool. So, talk about toys, relive your childhood, have a little fun in life, enjoy each other, play with some toys. It's not going to hurt anybody. So I will see you guys next time. I appreciate you watching, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will see you all really soon. Much love. Bye.